The purpose of this video is to help you set up your online class in Canvas. We know that every course is different and every group of students has different learning needs. This video suggests one approach to online learning that will provide your students with what they need each week to be successful. Consider organizing each week as a module. You can think of a module like a folder. Inside of that folder, you might give students access to materials and resources, assignments and/or discussions, and a weekly assessment. On the Materials and Resources page, you can include 4 categories: learning targets, introduction, online activities and resources, and a summary of students' assignments for the week. Learning targets establish what students should know, understand, and be able to do at the conclusion of a module. The introduction sets the tone for this week's work. You can accomplish this in many ways, but the important thing is to get students excited about the work they're going to be doing and to help them to understand why this work is important. Online activities and resources can include a variety of things, from videos, from concept mapping activities, voice discussions, or just URLs to websites and videos that elaborate on key concepts. Giving students a summary of the assignment this week is important because first-time online learners frequently miss deadlines. The next section of the video contains a demonstration to guide you through the development of your online course. Hello! In this video, I'll demonstrate how to create a new module so that your students can start working online. So the first thing we're going to do is click on Create a Module. You can think of a module like a folder. It's a place for you to store everything students are going to need for that week. So I'm going to go ahead and name my module. And then create it by clicking on Add. Okay, so here's the module. So it's sort of like a folder or a category, and then within this folder we can add other learning objects. So you can see here that we can add assignments, quizzes, files, pages, discussions, etc. The first thing I like to add is a page, and we'll need to name that page. So we click on New Page and we go to the page name. This is going to be Week 10 Resources and Materials. Okay, and then I typically indent so that it's clear that this is part of the module. Now I'm going to click on Add Item. Okay, so in this Week 10 Resources and Materials page, I will place all of the instructional materials, including an online lecture perhaps, videos, activities I want the students to complete as part of their learning that week, and then a summary of their assignments. So the other things I can add to this module, and I'm going to do that right now, are an assignment. So let's add an assignment, and it's a new assignment, and then we'll name that assignment Make a Masterpiece Exercise. Okay, let's go ahead and add that. I'll edit it later. And then finally, I'm going to add a quiz to this module. So I select Quiz, and I can either click on New Quiz and then start designing my quiz, or if I've got a quiz that's already stored, either because I've made it before or because I've imported it, perhaps from the publisher, I can select that quiz, and that's what I'm going to do here. I created it, but it was already there for me to use, and I'm going to add that item. So now I have, for Week 10, my lecture materials and learning activities, an assignment that students are going to turn in, and a quiz. And I can go in and start working on each of these one by one. So let's go to the page first. Click on the Edit button to add content to your page. I like to organize the content into 4 categories. Under Learning Targets, I tell the students what they should know, understand, and be able to do as a result of completing this module. I use the introduction to get students ready for the work that week, to cue them up for their reading, and get them excited about the material. Under Online Activities and Resources, I add all of the materials that students will need to complete their work successfully. And then I end with your assignments for the week. So I'll speed this up a little bit. I'll add the learning targets. Then we'll add the introduction. Next, you fill in the online activities and resources. Then finally, you'll end with your assignments for this week. When you're satisfied with what you have on your page, you can click Save and review your work.